Welcome to the CNC Connection, an all-in-one podcast that touches upon a variety of topics ranging from sports to TV shows. Here are your hosts, the 9 experts on everything, Colin and Corey. All right, hey guys, welcome to the CNC Connection. It's Corey and Colin tonight. We got Colin. He's in New York right now. This is live. Yep. I'm in Feeding Hills, Massachusetts, and Joe Paul is in Worcester, Massachusetts. Joe Paul, welcome on again.
Thank you. Hello.
Tonight we're talking some season premiere of the 5th season of Breaking Bad. I wanted to get everyone's first impressions. Colin, what did you think of it?
I thought it was really good. Answered a lot of questions that we had just about got right into it and how he was covering up all the stuff that went down at the end of season 4. And they kind of threw in a little bit of the first scene was Walt with actually had hair and a beard and everything, so I'm kind of interested to see what happens with that as well.
Yeah, it definitely answered a lot more questions than I thought it was. I thought it was gonna, dangle it in front of us for a little while, but they really just got right into it and started answering questions.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like the first couple seasons when they would start an episode like in the future and then go back.
Yeah, like they did with the teddy bear in the pool.
Right.
I was kind of surprised, because Colin, we forgot to address this in our preview Breaking Bad podcast, was the whole cancer aspect of it.
Yeah.
And now that we see Walt with hair and a beard, we know he's going to last at least a couple more months. But he was coughing in that cold opening.
He coughed, and he took something in the bathroom, didn't he?
Did
he?
He
took a pill? I think so.
I don't remember that. I had the new dog all over me, so I couldn't really pay attention to the cold opening, but...
Did you see that, Joe?
I didn't notice that, but I was also distracted the first few minutes.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't really hear that well, and I put my headphones in because I was watching on my computer. But I thought I saw him just plop something in his mouth after he talked to that guy in the bathroom. But and he got that big heavy machine gun there in the trunk of the car after that.
Yeah, that was really what the fuck? He's in New Hampshire for a while. Oh, he's living in New Hampshire because he has the New Hampshire plates.
No, well, he had the New Hampshire ID. Did he have New Hampshire plates, too?
Yeah, it said live free or die on his license plate, which is
okay.
The state motto of New Hampshire. Little fun fact, everybody.
Yeah, he was definitely in New Hampshire.
But yeah, I'm really...
Did they say he was in New Hampshire, or did they say he was driving somewhere? Or, because the lady was asking about New Hampshire, the waitress, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he was in New Hampshire. The things definitely said he was from it, though.
Yeah.
I don't know where he was. It looked like the Northeast, though.
But he asked if it's going to cross the border, so maybe he was dressed up pretty warmly, so maybe it was...
Maybe he was, on the Canadian border or something.
Yeah.
In Maine.
I thought he was talking to her about his drive from Albuquerque. He said it was 30 hours.
Yeah.
He was in New Hampshire.
Maybe. Okay. But I thought I heard saying that she was from somewhere near New Hampshire, she didn't know where New Hampshire was or something. I don't know. I couldn't really hear that well when I first started off.
No, she was talking about yeah, you're right, because she was I was in this Boston town near New Hampshire. It's maybe she was in New Hampshire. She's because she asked if that's near New Hampshire, so this town in Boston, and maybe she just doesn't know.
Yeah, that'd be a little stretch, but yeah.
Let's talk about. We're getting a little fixated on the cold opening. Mm-hmm. They're probably going to answer that eventually. Let's talk about the core episode, though, the main crux of it, I guess. Where it picked off right where it left off of last season.
Yeah, it showed Skyler talking to him on the phone right after that, and it showed Walter Jr. and Skyler coming home and how that was like. You could kind of see a little bit of jealousy when Walter Jr. was talking about how Hank's his hero now. And,
yeah.
What else happened in that scene? It was basically just kind of awkward between Skyler and Walt because she knows what he did now and all that stuff going on, and and then it shows him having this moment with the baby and how he can just completely flip the switch. But
yeah, it was very awkward. You can tell. She even flat out said it. I'm scared of you now, which is something we talked about in our preview.
Yeah, he's just. Overall impression of the episode, I thought it was really good, and he's turning into a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really towards the end of the episode, he really, You can tell he's become a monster, like you said, Joe.
I feel like I'm skipping a few parts, but like the whole thing with oh shit, I just forgot his name.
Ted.
Ted, and how he's not dead, and I don't know what happened to him, but he looks like he's almost paralyzed, and
Yeah, he's all fucked up. He's bald now.
yeah, they must have to do some surgery or something.
Yeah, well, he had staples on his head.
Yeah, he broke his neck.
Yeah, but and the first thing I thought of was they're gonna have to kill Ted.
Yeah.
And I think that Walter. First I thought maybe Skylar's gonna have to do it, like right in that scene, but I don't know. But I think that's something Walt's gonna end up doing.
I do think Walt's gonna end up killing Ted. The way she's like, he won't talk, and he's like, yeah, I know. Just like he just knows he's gonna fucking kill him.
And at the end, right at the end, he just says, "I forgive you." Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
Yeah, he's just like he's on this whole new level. Like he doesn't think anyone can live up to him, or he thinks he can control everyone now. Like what he did to Saul.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really like
how he's treating Mike and Jesse. You even saw Jesse, who was on his side, and turned. He's like, why can we trust that this worked? He's like, because I said so.
Yeah, he's on his high horse right now.
Yeah, very much so.
I'm like, we were talking about this again in our preview. I think we really touched on a lot of things in that, and we said, we really hope that he turns into the antagonist, and I definitely think that's where the show's going. And I don't think this has ever been done on a TV show, is where you take your main protagonist and over the course of 5 or 4 seasons or whatever it has been, and 5, yeah, this is the 5th, so yeah, 5, and you turn him into the main antagonist. It's never been done.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to take it to the point where you're not rooting for him anymore.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Somebody needs to take him down.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel? Are you guys still rooting for Walt?
I'm rooting for Walt because I like to see the bad guy. I don't know. I'm like we talked about this before with like Star Wars and stuff. Like you like the Jedis, I like the Sith.
Well, yeah, like the bad guy is always more interesting.
Yeah, well, I just think it's a really interesting transformation. He's going for this whole metamorphosis of like, he was like this humble, shy guy. He turned into like a badass, but still a good guy. Now he's turning into this just like bad dude,
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about it, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, it was different before. He was the underdog,
Yep.
And he was dying, and so it was kind of refreshing to see him like turn more confident, and when he first blew up, like the first season when he blew up that apartment, those drug dealers, and but he's becoming a little bit impressed with himself now, and he thinks he's invincible, and so that may be his downfall,
I think it's almost because he got started with this whole thing because he had cancer and he wanted to save money for his family.
Right.
And then he lost the cancer and he almost had like a what the fuck do I do now? Because he faced his own mortality and stuff. I think he knows he has cancer again, and I don't know if he's positive about it. I think he knows he's living on borrowed time though, and now he's just going all fucking out, like living on borrowed time. He doesn't care what he does.
Right.
I think that's a big part of it.
I honestly think it's not about the cancer anymore at all. I think it's just him. He's just he just got like this high from being
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking Bad basically, and now he just took this final like step, killing Gus, and he thinks he can do it on his own now. Basically, be Gus, and I think that's where it's going. But I also think Jesse is like the hero of the show now, sort of.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have to.
Someone that everyone can root for. I think.
Yeah.
I'm not even rooting against Walt, but I'm definitely not rooting for him anymore either.
Right. I'm just along for the ride. I'm not really rooting for anybody. I want to see everything. I just want to see everything unfold.
Yeah. Well, Jesse seems to be the only innocent left, though.
Yep. Has he killed anyone yet? Oh yeah, I guess he killed all those drug dealers in Mexico.
Killed Gale.
In Gale. That was the main. That's where his first kill was, Gale, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Because he was supposed to kill that. I think it was Tuco's cousin in the basement. But then Walt ended up having to do it.
Yeah, Crazy 8.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I mean,
But I think he's been kind of a victim in a lot of this stuff, though.
Yeah, and Walt's done a lot, like going back to his girlfriend where he watched her die.
Right.
Now with the kid Brock and poisoning, and then we figure out this week it was Saul that did it, right?
Yeah, I wasn't completely sure about that. Like, how did he? So he put the Lily of the Valley in the cigarette. Was that what he's trying to do, or was he trying to get the rice into maybe it was Lily of the Valley to what's it called, Gus?
No.
I think the rice and cigarette was to make Jesse think that it was ricin poisoning.
Yep.
Oh, okay. But Brock ended up getting into the cigarette.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I don't know. I wasn't completely sure about that, but that's what I was assuming.
I don't know what was in that bag. It didn't look like a cigarette, was it?
It was a cigarette.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, but Brock definitely got Lily of the Valley. He didn't have ricin.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we know that for sure.
And I think Saul gave him the Lily of the Valley because he's like, I didn't know the kid was gonna get the kid or something like that.
Yeah, but wasn't that the whole plan? Wasn't that Walt's plan was to give it to the kid so Jesse would turn on Gus?
Yeah.
But Walt, how would he? Like, he just didn't tell Saul?
Saul knew, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he thought he was giving it to. I don't know. I think Saul just did it because he's afraid of Walt.
Yeah, I'm still confused on the whole thing. I really don't know.
Yeah, it was something I would want to watch that scene again just to see exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how he got the poison to the little kid.
Yeah. I thought they were going to answer that, and it almost raised more questions by sewing a cigarette in a bag.
Yeah, because that was the ricin cigarette. I'm almost positive.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I need to have someone just sit down and explain it to me because I'm stupid. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah. What else happened? Oh, the whole magnet thing was pretty cool. Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, that was awesome. I wonder. It seemed to me like they were taking a chance. They had those two guys there. It's like too many people knew about it,
Oh, you mean at the junkyard?
Yeah, not just the guy who owns the junkyard, but the other two guys that rigged all the batteries and.
Yeah, there's a couple people there. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I was wondering that too. Like, there's a lot of people that are seeing what's going on. I guess they just trust him. Or Walt. I don't even know if Walt cares anymore. I feel like he has this God complex where he just thinks he's going to get out of every situation now.
Yeah, and like you said, at the first it was all about trying to have leave some money behind for his family. Now he's just getting high on it, and he just considers everything a challenge, and
yeah.
So
he had all his lost potential when he was working at the high school now, and I think he felt that he was missing all this potential. He could have done all these great things, and now he's starting to do these crazy big things, and I don't think he wants to give that up.
And he's becoming powerful, and power corrupts,
Yep.
Just to go back on what we were talking about before about the ricin cigarette, that was the ricin cigarette, but Huell took that off Jesse. He pickpocketed Jesse so he would think it was ricin, and that Gus did it. You understand?
Huell's Saul's bodyguard, right?
Right. And he pats Jesse down one time, and that's what happens when he was frisking Jesse. He stole the cigarette, and that's how. But they don't explain how the Lily of the Valley gets to Brock.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Oh, so because he was looking in his cigarette box, and there was one missing, right?
Right, and that's where he thought it was ricin.
Right. Okay, so then he thought, okay, all right, I get it now. Joe, you get it?
Yeah, I do, but I still don't know how. Yeah, the kid got.
Yeah, that's what we don't know.
They didn't say anything about that. Okay.
Thanks for clarifying that, Colin.
No problem. I guess we could try to go into where we think it's going to go from here.
Yeah, I didn't watch next episode because I don't like to be spoiled, but the preview.
Mm-hmm.
But I really We know they're going to cook again. Again, we were talking about this before in the preview.
Yep.
So, do you think Mike is going to stay on board or get out of there?
I don't know. He definitely wants to get out. He can see Walt getting out of control. So I don't know. I feel like he's gonna stick around just because he's a good character.
Right.
But I don't know how.
I wasn't even sure he was still alive.
Right.
I was expecting him to show up in like one of the last episodes last season.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like I thought he was gonna be a factor in the ending. You know, like maybe he was gonna kill Gus or something, but he just disappeared. He got.
Well, he was
How did
shot.
he
He
get
was
it?
shot, so he couldn't. They said he couldn't
Right.
travel. But yeah, I
Right.
mean, going forward, I think that's the route they're gonna. I mean, there's only 8 episodes this half season, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, a lot can happen.
What about the you know how they were going through the evidence and they see one of
That's right,
Gus's
the picture.
pictures? Yeah.
Right.
You think about that? It's just like a bank account or something.
There was
Gotta
some
be
of the
some-
Cayman Islands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be some kind of clue to something.
Yeah, just kind of. I don't know what it would be. I don't have any idea, but
Yeah, I
probably
mean,
just trying to get us thinking, I guess.
but the first thing I think Mike said was when he got out of the car and he was pointing a gun at Walt and Jesse, or I guess it was just Walt. He said, "Do you realize what you've done?" So I guess there might be some repercussions from this, other than the cops. You know, like are there
Yeah.
people who are going to seek revenge for him killing Gus?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know because the cartel was kind of feuding with Gus when it happened, so
Yeah,
and they kind of took out almost the whole cartel. But yeah, we'll see. There's definitely some feud coming because he's has some use for a machine gun, and
yeah, something's going to happen. And that's like not even a machine gun. That's like a fucking like MG42 type fucking.
Yeah.
It's huge. Like he's going to mow down people.
Well, I think you have to consider like now there's no more of that meth being produced, and there was probably a lot of people making money off of that,
Right.
and
True.
all the people they were selling to, you know, mid-level dealers, and so there could be a whole line of people who would be upset about Gus being killed, but I think there's like probably like 2 or 3 different ways it could go. I mean, he could get sick again, and that could be how it ends, or maybe sorry about that, or maybe Jesse has to kill him or something.
yeah,
I want that. I want to see that happen. I feel like the Jesse versus Walt like final scene of the series would be really cool.
I feel like it's gonna end somehow where almost everything, no one wins, and no one gets to kill Walt, but he gets killed by cancer or something like that. But something like really depressing.
Right. I mean, I'm just really excited for this. I really don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen. It's one of those rare shows where I have no fucking clue, you know?
Yeah, they definitely are taking the step in the right direction, not like leaving like the stuff, the unanswered questions too long. But
Right. The Lost Complex.
right, and I don't know. I think it's gonna be this half season is gonna be about Hank. I guess I don't know if it's gonna be Hank trying to find Walt, or if it's just Walt getting his whole operation running.
Right. I mean, since there's going to be 2 8-episode seasons, do you think this is going to be a lot of setup and then the 8th season or the last season is just going to be fucking insane?
I think they're definitely setting up to some cliffhanger in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Oh,
going to
wow.
be one of those fucking piss me off cliffhangers too.
Yeah,
Like season 3, even though I didn't really have to deal with the season 3 cliffhanger like you did, but
I was wondering if you know, after the first 8 episodes they would have some kind of closure on that and then start all over again for the second 8. But yeah, they'll probably do a cliffhanger.
that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. But let's talk about the main best part of this first episode was the commercials, we got to see the preview for the second season of Hell on Wheels. Can I get a hell yeah, Colin?
Hell yeah,
Bohannon. Bohannon. Obviously, that's a joke, but I think we've pretty much talked all we can about this first episode. If you want to subscribe to us, you can subscribe to us on iTunes or on this YouTube channel. You can email us at TheCC Connect, or is it just CC Connection?
I think it's the CC.
We should probably know our own email. TheCCConnection@gmail.com. You can tweet at us, ask us some questions. We can answer them during the show at TheCCConnection on Twitter. And yeah, if you have any questions or comments, you can comment below in our section. Let us know how stupid you think we are, or if you have any questions or some predictions you may have. I want to thank Joe Paul for coming on tonight.
Hey, no problem.
And we'll probably be on tomorrow to talk some newsroom. I know Colin's all pumped for that. But we'll talk throughout the week and keep you posted. All right, guys, this is the CNC Connection signing off.